Hi there, everybody. Welcome to episode number 360 of It'll Be Fine. I'm your friend and your pal, Kelly Zemnikas, and as we do each week on the show, along with my guest, we dive into a dish that neither of us has made before, but we go forward with the confidence that it is going to be fine. And on today's show, we're making salted caramel apple cookies, SCAC. Oh, it is the time of year for a treat like this, and I am baking today alongside a guest who is here for his second appearance on the show, but his first in person. We did our last bake together via Zoom. Jeffrey Rosenthal is on the show today. Jeff is an author, he's a teacher, he's an improviser, he's a musician, and I'm very, very glad that I can call him a friend. I am ready to bake some cookies. Let's go. Let's get the teacher an apple. A salted caramel apple cookie, rather. It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All right. No one's gonna know we're different heights.
Sure, no one will know.
No one. I've done a couple of things different to what this recipe says. This calls for granulated sugar. I'm going with a coconut sugar.
Coconut sugar?
Yeah.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I actually bake with it a lot, and it's a little easier on the bloodstream. It's not like a wallop of sugar, but it still gives you a lot of sweet.
All right.
It's not going to taste like coconut. So it's kind of a great little, if you want to use like stevia or monk fruit, it's a nice little alternative.
Awesome.
And just because it's all I had in the house, we've got
It's good, another good reason.
Robin Hood gluten-free flour. So
He steals from the
There you
rich
go.
and gives to the poor.
he took the gluten.
He steals the gluten from the rich. Gives coconuts to the poor.
So we've got everything laid out. You saw the little picture off the top of the show. So we've done all of our prep. For this, you need 3 medium apples.
3 medium apples. Have you already?
2 things that you have to do
You've
to
already
it.
done all that.
You've got to grate them.
I thought I was going to be doing that for hours, and you've
No.
already done it.
I've done it.
That's amazing.
You've got to grate them, and this is going to be a little hard to show on camera, but you also have to juice a quarter cup.
Right, I read that.
So that has all been done, Jeff.
That is so awesome. I feel like it's going to be a lot easier than usually when I try to cook something.
So what we're going to do is start off at the stovetop. We've got to make our caramel. Okay?
Right.
So we've grated the apples. That is step 1.
Yeah, we've graded the apples. We're a team. We graded the apples.
We did. You in spirit, you were here. So what we are going to do is go on to step 2. We're just going to step ahead to step 2.
Right.
So right here, if you could turn this dial
I could do that.
to medium.
I'm the one turning the dial. So medium. I can do that.
Please,
There's
yeah.
medium. I found
Done.
medium.
Amazing.
I did that.
All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to take cream of tartar.
Right? Cream of
Put
tartar.
it in there.
Put it in the pot?
In the pot.
Like dump this
Yeah.
in? Is that
Yeah.
even going to go if I turn it?
Yeah. You're fine.
You're right.
You're going to add the juice.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Teamwork.
Yeah, I'm
Everyone-
doing all the hard stuff.
Teamwork
Right?
makes the dream work,
Pour it right
everybody.
in.
Yeah, do that. And we need our sugar.
Sugar, right?
Because what we're doing is making that beautiful caramel
This
sauce.
all goes in?
It all goes in. Yep.
Because you can't unpour it.
You can't unpour it. No, you cannot. All right. So what you want to do is
Just
take
stir.
a little
Wooden spoon. Got my wooden spoon with a hole in it.
There
Look
you
at that.
go. Done. And you're just going to stir. And
Stir.
we're going to
Can do
dissolve the sugar.
Right.
And I'm going to get my other camera. Doing great, Jeff.
I
Just
am the one who
stir
turned
away.
it to medium, you know. That was an action shot of butter melting, ladies and gentlemen.
There
You
we
saw
go.
here.
Just a little piece of butter adrift at sea.
I don't know if I should try to hurry it along or just let it take its own time. A watched butter never melts, am I right?
For all the ingredients of the apple caramel. What we're going to do once this is done is take it out, spread it over this thing here,
Cookie sheet.
and set aside a quarter cup for the topping afterwards.
Oh, there's
And
some
it's
bubbles.
bubbling!
A little bit of bubbles.
Yeah, still a little
But
bit
yeah, I
in
see
there.
some bubbles happen.
We're bubbling!
Actually, when I stop
Oh,
stirring,
this is amazing.
gives the bubbles a chance to bubble.
All we are saying is give bubbles a chance.
Should I stir
Pour
again?
this in one even layer.
Pretty exciting.
There we go.
That's a serious layer.
It's a serious layer. That's good. All right. Done. Okay, and we're just going to set this aside. All right, so now is when you want to turn on your oven.
Right.
We are onto the
wanted
dough and assembly.
We want it to preheat, but not too early. But now it's time.
Now it is time. So you want to make sure the racks in your oven are at the upper portion of the oven. You don't want them to be at the bottom.
Because it say like the bottom third and the top third or something it said, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was so weird.
Bowl. And we already have the flour in a
She
bowl.
is so
there
prepared,
we
ladies and
go.
gentlemen. She's
It's
the most
amazing.
prepared person I've ever worked with.
All right. We got a whisk.
Ooh, a whisk.
Can I give that to you,
we
friend?
Sure can.
All right. So
I feel the power.
in this, we are going to add. All right. So you're going to take this. You're going to take your salt.
Salt, right.
Add that onto the top. You're going to take cream of tartar and baking soda, not powder, soda. That's going to go in here. This is just going to help thicken, is what this is going to do. For some reason, I find cream of tartar strangely hard to find in a grocery store. I don't know if a lot of people like took it and hid it during the pandemic, but hold that bowl, mix that around.
That.
Yeah.
Just mix it around.
So do that.
Without spilling it
Without
flakes over the
spilling it.
sides,
If you
right?
want to do it on the countertop, you're most
okay,
welcome.
I'll just use my master of concentration.
And what I've done in preparing it, again, in the photo that's shown at the top of the show, one side is all the apple filling and the other side is what you need for the dough. It just makes your life like way easier to measure everything out beforehand.
You mean of like your little table of ingredients?
Yeah.
You're
It's
so
good to
prepared.
do a mise en place because then you don't spend 9 hours making cookies that really aren't going to take that long.
Wise words, ladies and gentlemen. I can learn a thing or two from this lady.
What you want to do next is head to the fridge and get two sticks of chilled butter.
Chilled butter, more chilled.
And it's time to mix that butter and sugar.
Look at that paddle go, ladies and gentlemen. That is serious action.
Yeah.
Worth
So
the...
we're going to start on low speed just to get everything mixed together. And then we're going to add 1 egg at a time. You need 2 eggs for this. So exciting.
Man, it's so much
It's
easier
looking-
to cook when Kelly does everything.
Yeah, that's it.
That's good, yeah.
Just a little bit more.
little bit,
Perfect.
Good.
This dough is looking so great. You never want to overmix with this stuff. And the dough is a wonderful, nice, like, texture. Looking good. Pretty. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, let me just see here.
I should be following along too. I did print out my own copy.
Go to our scripts, Jeff.
Yep.
All right. So add the apple caramel and pulse mixer 2 or 3 times to swirl the caramel through the dough. Or you can do this by hand and just fold it in.
Right.
But we're here, so we may as well just.
Pulse mixer 2 or 3 times, yeah.
Yeah. So you just want to get it throughout the dough.
Right. So that means we're adding like the thing that's been resting here, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. What could possibly go wrong? This, like, am I putting this in there?
We are.
All right. So
It's going to take some skills.
Then I'm not the right.
Do you want me to do
job.
it?
Well, I don't know. So you mean how do we get it in?
We're
Like
going
just
to
kind of scoop it in?
Yeah, it's.
Tell you what, I'll hold you scoop.
Okay, put it down for a sec.
Okay.
Let's
I already screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I pictured.
Yeah. It's a little.
But still, probably better you doing it than me.
I have a tremor. So. Is it? I don't know. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd make a couple of those a little
Okay,
smaller.
so
Maybe.
Here, I'll use this for me.
Yeah, just a little. Just looking all right. Photo. We're making big old
pretty
cookies.
Cool. Yeah, pretty
Here
cool.
we go.
They're
Okay,
pretty
so-
darn good.
7 minutes. Timer goes off. turn the trays, do another 7, and then you're golden. Okay. Okay. Da, da, da.
So for 7 minutes, do we make witty banter?
Well, you could tell me a little bit more about Middle Raged.
Okay, if you
Tell
want.
the friends at home.
Sure, Middle Range
Come on
is a sketch comedy show by Jerry Hall and Gary Pearson, two very clever comedians, and they're touring it all over Canada right now. They're right now in Western Canada, and I have been the musical accompanist for the show when they do shows usually locally, or I did a big tour with them in Newfoundland. But when they do other shows like in Western Canada, they use my pre-recorded music for the songs and go off without me. But it's a funny show. Everyone enjoys it. It's all about the trials and tribulations of sort of being middle-aged and relationships and dealing with parents and kids and all that. And they do a good job with it. They usually get really good response, standing ovations, a lot of laughs, and I just do a little bit of musical accompaniment on the side.
Amazing. Nice. Gary Pearson, who's mentioned.
Right, he's one of the stars of the show, yeah.
My very, very first foray into comedy in Toronto, I was at a club called Big City Improv, which no longer exists.
Yeah.
And there was a paper which no longer exists called iWeekly.
Yeah, I remember that too.
And I saw an ad for a Halloween show at Big City Improv, and it said to come dressed up because you wouldn't, get in for free or get a special drink or something. Oh. So my friend and I went down. We were the only 2 people who were dressed up.
Wow.
And after the show, and there were snacks and candy and things to talk with the cast. And Gary came up to me and said, "Do you work here?" I said, "No." He's like, "Well, you 2 are the only ones dressed up. You should work here." So I started working there.
That's great. So he guided your employment history. He guided your career path.
Exactly. And my comedy career was again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good. That was great counting. That really
Happy
was
New Year.
very well synchronized.
Let's
see. I'm so excited. We get to see the cookie. They were looking fantastic in the oven. Oh, look at those cookies, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh.
Incredible, Jeff.
Those look really good.
Smell, everybody.
Those look really good.
So be very careful with the hands there.
Right. Might be a little hot.
Yeah. Might be a little hot. This is Jeff's tray. It's looking beauty.
Not too bad.
Oh my gosh. This is looking amazing. Leave them here. And they're going to cool.
I just wasted a witty line when you weren't recording. What a waste.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Cookie? All right, let's do it. Again, let these cool completely. We're kind of rushing in, but we're
It's my fault. I was a little
hungry.
impatient to eat. Yeah, exactly.
There we go. All right. Which one would you like?
Ready? I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Here we go.
Mmm. Really good flavor.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. Caramelly and sweet.
Oh, the caramel is delish.
Mm-hmm.
I like this.
Really good.
Good job, Jeff.
Thanks, Kelly. I couldn't have done it without you, and I mean that so literally. In fact, I didn't really do it. You did it, but it was great.
This is a wonderful chewy cookie. Really easy to make. Oh, man. I like this.
Really good.
Oh, this is a good way to eat an apple.
Hey, apples are healthy, right? So this must be really healthy.
Oh, man. Damn.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Hey, Kelly, I got something. Oh, here, Kelly. This is for all your work making the cookies. I got these for you.
Oh, man, Jeff! And a vase.
That's right. I brought the vase in the car.